All right, good morning. Today we are working on a Roomba post analysis. Part one of this is if you do not know what a Roomba is or understand how they work, please watch this brief video giving you a demonstration before you read the article. It will make everything that much more funny. It's a quick ad that lets you know. Part two is to read this hilarious Facebook post by Jesse Newton about a Roomba experience gone wrong. Feel free to mark up the text as you read. What language jumps out at you? What do you find confusing? All right, so this was posted August 9th, 2016. And again, this was on Facebook by Jesse Newton. So last week, something pretty tragic happened in our household. It's taken me until now to wrap my head around it and find the words to describe the horror. It started off simple enough. Something that's probably happened to most of you. Sometime between midnight and 1:30 a.m., our puppy Evie pooped on our rug in the living room. This is the only time she's done this, so it's probably just because we forgot to let her out before we went to bed that night. Now, if you have a detective's mind, you may be wondering how we know the poop occurred between midnight and 1:30 a.m. We were asleep, so how do I know that time frame? Why, friends? That's because our Roomba runs at 1:30 a.m. every night while we sleep. And it found the poop. And so begins the poop-tastrophe. The poo-apocalypse. The poopening. If you have a Roomba, please rid yourself of all distractions and absorb everything I'm about to tell you. Do not, under any circumstances, let your Roomba run over dog poop. If the unthinkable does happen and your Roomba runs over dog poop, stop it immediately and do not let it continue the cleaning cycle. Because if that happens, it will spread the dog poop over every conceivable surface within its reach, resulting in a home that closely resembles a Jackson Pollock poop painting. It will be on your floorboards. It will be on your furniture legs. It will be on your carpets. It will be on your rugs. It will be on your kids' toy boxes. If it's near the floor, it will have poop on it. Those awesome wheels, which have a checkered surface for better traction, left 25-foot poop trails all over the house. Our lovable Roomba, who gets a careful cleaning every night, looked like it had been mudding. Yes, mudding. Like what you do with a Jeep on a pipeline road, but in poop. Then, when your 4-year-old gets up at 3 a.m. to crawl into your bed, you'll wonder why he smells like dog poop. And you'll walk into the living room, and you'll wonder why the floor feels slightly gritty. And you'll see a brown, encrusted, vaguely Roomba-shaped thing sitting in the middle of the floor with a glowing green light, like everything's okay, like it's proud of itself. You were still half asleep until this point, but now you wake up pretty damn quickly. And then the horror. Oh, the horror. So first you clean the child and scrub the poop off his feet and put him back into bed. But you don't bother cleaning your own feet because you know what's coming. It's inevitable, and it's coming at you like a freight train. Some folks would shrug their shoulders and get back in bed to deal with it in the morning. But you're not one of those people. You can't go to sleep with that war zone of poop in the living room. So you clean the Roomba. You toss it in the bathtub to let it soak. You pull it apart piece by piece, wondering at what point you became an adult and assumed responsibility for 3:30 a.m. Roomba disassembly poop cleanups. By this point, the poop isn't just on your hands. It's smeared up to your elbows. You already heard the Roomba make that hiss noise that sounds like electronics dying, and you realize you forgot to pull the battery before getting it wet. More on that later. Oh, and you're not just using profanity. You're inventing new types of profanity. You're saying things that would make Satan shudder in revulsion. You hope your kid stayed in bed, because if he hears you talking like this, there is no way he is not ending up in prison. And then you get out the carpet shampooer. When you push it up to the rug that started it all, the shampooer just laughs at you because the rug is going in the trash, folks. But you shampoo it anyway because your wife loved that damn rug and you know she'll ask if you tried to clean it first. And then you get out the paper towel rolls, idly wondering if you should invest in paper towel stock. And you blow through 3 or 4 rolls, wiping up poop. Then you get the spray bottle with bleach water and hose down the floorboards to let them soak because the poop has already dried. Then out comes the steam mop and you take care of those 25-foot poop trails. And then, because it's 6 a.m., you go to bed. Let's finish this tomorrow, right? The next day, you finish taking the Roomba apart, scraping out all the tiny flecks of poop. And after watching a few YouTube instructional videos, you remove the motherboard to wash it with a toothbrush. Then you bake it in the oven to dry. You put it all back together, and of course it doesn't work because you heard the whirl bop noise when it died its poopy death in the bathtub. But you hope that maybe the Roomba gods would have mercy on you. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. After spending a week researching how to fix this damn $400 Roomba without spending $400 again, including refurb units, new motherboards, and new batteries, you finally decide to call the place where you bought it. That place called Hamacher Schlemmer. They have a funny name, but they have an awesome warranty. They claim it's for life and it's for any reason. So I called them and told them the truth. My Roomba found dog poop and almost precipitated World War III. And you know what they did? They offered to replace it. Yes, folks, they are replacing the Roomba that ran over dog poop and then died a poopy, watery death in the bathtub by no fault of their own, of course. So mad props to Hamacher Schlemmer. If you're buying anything expensive, and they sell it, I recommend buying it from them. And remember, don't let your Roomba run over dog poop. And here's a lovely little drawing that he drew and added it to the Facebook post of what this looked like. So part 3, we want to talk about voice. Voice is the personality that comes through in a written piece. Sometimes it's serious, sad, humorous. It can be any of these. Authors create voice through their word choice in the sentence structure that they pick for their piece. Sometimes this can also include figurative language. And you will see that this has a link to it. So if you're wondering what the different types of figurative language are, you can click on that link and it will take you to a site that has that. So part 3 of this assignment is to write a paragraph analyzing how the writer's word choice and sentence structure help to create humor in this piece. So for example, how does the author use hyperbole? How does he create new and funny words by changing part of the word? How does he use sentence structure to add tension or interest into what's coming next? So you want to write a paragraph looking at some of these things. If there's other aspects of the way it was crafted and organized, go ahead and analyze that as well. But these are just some questions to get you started. If you choose to go to the next step, you want to do some more enrichment. You want to try to expand your skills further. Your optional enrichment is to write from the perspective of the Roomba. Pretend you are the Roomba. What would the Roomba say about its attempt to clean only to meet a poopy, watery death? All right. Good luck and have fun with this article.